The Rabbit and the Lion. In a quiet forest nestled between towering trees and lush meadows, a small rabbit named Rilo lived a simple but contented life. His days were filled with nibbling on tender grass, hopping through sunlit clearings, and basking in the safety of the undergrowth. Despite his tranquil surroundings, Rilo was always on edge. For deep in the heart of the forest, the king of all animals, a ferocious lion named Leo, ruled. Leo was known for his mighty roar and the fear he instilled in every creature of the forest. No one dared to venture near his den, for it was said that those who did were never seen again. But Rilo, despite his fear, was curious. He had never seen the lion up close and often wondered if the stories about Leo were true. Did he truly rule with such ferocity? Was his heart as cold as the creatures claimed? One late afternoon, as the golden light of the setting sun filtered through the trees, Rilo was hopping along the forest edge when he spotted something unexpected. A massive figure lying near the stream. At first, he froze, his heart pounding in his tiny chest. It was Leo, but something was wrong. The lion wasn't standing tall or roaring in dominance. Instead, he was lying down, his eyes half closed, and a deep, low rumble of pain escaped him. Rilo's instincts told him to run, but something stopped him. For the first time, he saw not a fearsome predator, but a creature in need. Tentatively, he approached, each hop filled with hesitation. When he was close enough, he could see the cause of Leo's distress. A sharp thorn had embedded itself in the lion's paw, and his attempts to pull it out had only worsened the wound. "What are you doing here, little rabbit?" Leo's voice was hoarse, but still filled with authority. Rilo's ears quivered in fear, but he took a deep breath. I saw you were hurt. I thought I could help." Leo's eyes narrowed. "Help? You? I could crush you with one paw." The words sent a shiver down Rilo's spine, but he stood his ground. "You could, but you haven't." For a long moment the lion stared at the rabbit. Then, as if defeated by his own pain, Leo shifted slightly, exposing his injured paw. "Do as you wish." Rilo's heart raced, but he inched closer. The thorn was deep, and the wound was angry and swollen. He knew he had to be quick, but careful. "This will hurt," he warned softly. Leo growled low in his throat, but nodded. With gentle yet swift movements, Rilo gripped the thorn between his small teeth and yanked it out. Leo roared, a sound that echoed through the forest, sending birds fluttering from the trees. But he didn't lash out. Instead, after the initial shock, he exhaled deeply, the tension in his body easing. The rabbit quickly gathered some leaves and chewed them into a paste, applying the mixture to Leo's wound. "This will help with the pain," Rilo whispered, still trembling from the intensity of the roar. Leo watched him with a mix of curiosity and something else. Something softer. "Why did you help me?" the lion asked after a moment of silence. "You could have left me to suffer. No one would blame you." Rilo looked up, his wide eyes full of sincerity. "Because I know what it's like to be afraid. I'm afraid of you, of everything. But fear doesn't mean we should turn our backs on those in need." For a moment, Leo was silent. The forest, too, seemed to hold its breath. Then the lion let out a low, rumbling chuckle. "You are braver than you think, little one." Rilo blinked, unsure of how to respond. Was this the same lion who had struck terror into the hearts of every creature in the forest? Days passed, and Leo's paw healed thanks to Rilo's care. The rabbit, who once avoided the center of the forest, now found himself visiting the lion regularly, their unlikely bond growing stronger with each passing day. Leo, in turn, began to see the forest through new eyes. Where once he had ruled through fear, he now found respect blossoming in the creatures around him. He realized that strength wasn't just about power, it was about compassion too. One day, as they sat together near the stream, Leo looked at Rilo and said, "You've taught me something important, little rabbit. A king is not truly strong if he stands alone. It is in kindness, not fear, that true power lies." Rilo smiled, his heart swelling with a warmth he had never known. "And I've learned that even the smallest of us can make a difference." From that day forward, the lion and the rabbit became an inseparable pair, their friendship a testament to the strength found in vulnerability and the courage to face one's fears. The forest, once ruled by terror, thrived under the gentle reign of its unlikely king, who had learned that the greatest gift one can give is kindness.